morning, guys. Well, it's like 11 o'clock, but I'm headed east. Gonna go stay in Vantage tonight, and then gonna go over Lone Peak's doing a Saturday install for a bunch of people, and I had like 4 or 5 people ask me about picking some stuff up, so I'm gonna go over and hang out with them and kind of just have a one night. I'm coming back tomorrow evening. My kids got soccer on Sunday, so we're just gonna go for Friday night and come back Saturday evening. A few new things on this trip, like always. Testing out some 3D printed handles. The Lone Peak handle finish is garbage. It keeps coming off, and so I polished a couple of them like I'd said, but they're too big to fit in the tracks on the sides. They're either too high and they go above where the meeting surface is at, or they're too low and you can't open the door. So I designed those, testing those out. Testing these out, I'll go over that at camp, what those exactly are. And then I've got one other thing I'm testing out, a new Dometic water faucet mount I came up with over the last couple days. But we'll go over all that at camp. So we're going to hit the road. I got a 3.5 hour drive ahead of me, and I'll see you guys here in a little bit. Pulled up and there was a side-by-side down here, so I hung out up there for about 20 minutes. They just left, so I rolled down here to snag the spot, but I'm sure you guys probably saw with the drone footage, but this is the campsite for the evening. It's one of my favorite spots over in this area. We actually have a cabin that's like 20-30 minutes from here, but I'd much rather stay on the cliff here. If you guys can see, but right there is a waterfall. I've camped here when it was about 2 degrees outside in the wintertime, and that waterfall freezes solid and actually looks pretty awesome. And there's actually a pretty decent camp spot right at the top of this hill, and then kind of a little bit further up as well. So if you roll up here and there's somebody here, you still got a few options. But yeah, basically camping on the side of the cliff here. I'm gonna get set up, and then I'll get the drone up, and we'll get some awesome video here. That's a Columbia Gorge there area. So the river is kind of down and around the corner. So the wind kind of comes in this way and kind of from the side, so hopefully the wind will be hitting the front of the camper, the front corner of the camper most of the night. And I parked into the sun, so if I need the solar, I won't have any issues here. But yeah, let's get set up, and then I'll go over the few things that I'm testing out on this trip that might be up on Etsy here next week. So a few things I'm testing out this weekend. Grab handles like I had showed you guys on my side here. Now that the tent is open, you can probably tell. So the metal handles, they go up like another 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and so I can't use them because the tent doesn't sit perfectly flush here, and it was catching the handles. So I made these. Here I use the sides to climb up and grab stuff out of my box. We're gonna test those some more this weekend. If you watch my Etsy or watch my videos or have seen my Etsy, I sell this little mount right here for the Dometic water faucet. The biggest issue with these faucets is the magnet on the bottom sucks. I mean, it barely holds on to anything. And so I've been meaning to redesign this, and Brandon reached out to me on Facebook beginning of this week asking me if I had thought about making a mount for a T-Track, and it was actually on my list of things to change up. The mount doesn't work for me very well in here anymore since I moved the bed back, and it's a little too close. I can't leave the faucet in there and close the bed anymore. So this is the mount I came up with here. It's got holes to mount it on a horizontal T-Track or a vertical T-Track, but it also has a magnet on the back, so you don't even have to mount it to the T-Track, and it's an extremely strong magnet. And I designed it so it's a really tight fit, so you can either push it on like this and snap it in. Some weird noises coming from the top. Or you can put it in from the, basically turn it around so your hose little nipple here is sticking out the back. You can slide it in, and then you can spin it around any way you want. The arms here are just far enough to where it won't slide all the way through. And to pull it off, like you can do that, pull it up straight, or you can pop it in or pop it back out. Like I said, it's a super strong magnet, so you can leave it wherever you want. I'm probably going to use 2 of these, one for the magnetic side of things, and then I'm probably going to mount this on one of my T-channels inside the camper somewhere, just because it gets, I basically just throw it in the back right now. So I'll probably, like I said, mount it. I don't know, my T-Tracks are basically used up, but probably up underneath my, my hand towels there. And then one other thing I kind of hinted at as I was leaving today were these little doohickeys right here. So I CAD designed a 5.5 millimeter plug housing that faced down at an angle so water doesn't get in there. Wires on both sides, so this runs down the channel here, into my bedside, back up. This side, my buttons are here. This side, my buttons are here. And this is powered by this USB-C. The lights are supposed to be 12 volt, but lithium runs at 14.5, 14.3, 14.5, and it was overpowering the LEDs. So I put a USB-C plug here, and I just plug my jackery into that, and it gives power to both of these. And what these are is JT and I used to run these Rebel lights. They're probably the best camp lights I've ran, string lights. The problem is that they're usually USB powered and the controller is attached to the wire. And so I'd have to leave a jackery outside or something like that. But now all I have here is just a plug. I took those controllers apart that are in line. I drew up these little mounts in CAD with buttons. And all the buttons function correctly. So now I can control and power these lights, both sets of these lights from the outside or from the inside. And I don't have to leave a battery power outside anymore. So basically just plop this down and I plug this in here, and then I plug power into this, and I can control how bright they are, the pattern that's on them, revert it back to factory, or turn the power off. So that'll make life easy. I'll go over those tonight. Once the sun starts going down, we'll get those all strung up and kind of go over and show you guys how all of that works. But yeah, so look out for these. The Debenic faucet mount will be up on Etsy on Monday. I have to figure out pricing on everything. And then my handles I'm going to test for about a week to make sure that I don't need to make any changes to them. This is probably, I don't know, it's hard to tell, maybe 25, 30 feet down. I see people have littered here. That's great. But then this goes out about 200 feet, and then there's another cliff that's like 5 times the size over there. So you guys can see on that side, I'm basically camped on top of that over there. And then that's the first shelf, and then it goes all the way down to the valley. And there's actually a stream that runs down. You can see it's got like a hiking trail. You can park way down there and then hike all the way up to the waterfall. Just been chilling, watching the beautiful views for the last few hours. Trying to stay out of the sun, so I've kind of slowly been moving my chair around here, but the sun will be down behind the hills here in the next hour or so. More video of the beautiful view here. I'm going to put the drone up here in a little bit. Golden hour is going to be pretty soon here. Did a little bit of walking earlier, went up here. There's quite a few shells up there, which is unfortunate. It's not a great place to be shooting because, like I said, there's a hiking trail along here, so you've really got nowhere to shoot into. There's a bunch of chains up on the rocks up there, so I think they must use this area. They must climb down the side of the cliffs here. There is a trail here I forgot about. I'm wearing shorts, and there's definitely rattlesnakes in eastern Washington, so I've got to be very careful here. Make sure you watch where you walk. Last thing you need to do is get bit by a rattlesnake. It's all shell rock here. The trail goes down and around the corner. I've never really walked anywhere further than about here. Last time we were here, there was snow on all these rocks, so I think the trail goes down all the way into the valley over here, but I've had a few people reach out to me about setting up a camping trip for a few followers to come along with. Let me know if you guys would be interested. Maybe we'll plan something. We'll see when the guys are out. We tend not to camp with a lot of people, so it'll only be a few people invited. And you'd have to actually confirm you're going. I don't want none of this. I might come and then nobody shows up. But yeah, now the weather's getting colder. Pretty soon we're going to start heading to this side of the state for the wintertime. We usually camp in the east side during the wintertime. It's cold, but it's dry. And then, because it's basically rains the entire winter over on the west side. Nobody's come down the trail in the last couple hours, so I think we're good there. And yeah, like I said, we're just going to be chilling. And I'll catch up with you guys here in a little bit. I'm going to start making dinner here in about an hour. And then still this undecided. I did not bring my wind deflector, which was stupid of me because you definitely need it here. So I'm not sure if we'll have a fire. We'll see when the sun goes down. Maybe I'll set the fire up here on the edge of the cliff here, and we'll enjoy some views for a couple hours before bedtime. As I sit here and eat my dinner, figured you guys might want to see these views as the sun's going down. So just, excuse me, just sitting here, enjoying the fire as the sun goes down. Back here a little bit. Got some got some awesome drone footage as the sun went down. Definitely one of my favorite spots. It's easy to get to. It's literally 5 minutes from the freeway. Nice easy spot. Got it all to myself. I haven't had a single person come down the road, which is surprising because I've been here 3 or 4 times. I've never had anybody roll into camp or come down here with anybody here. Today is the first time. It was just 2 older guys and a side-by-side. But everybody says this spot's always taken when they come here. But yeah, I'm just gonna chill, finish my dinner, enjoy the fire. Might turn that up just a hair. A bunch of people have asked me about these fire pits. I used to sell them a lot. I don't really anymore. Actually, I brought one with me. One of the people getting their Lone Peaks installed tomorrow lives up in Canada, so I won't be able to send it to them if I do start making them. And I still had one sitting on the shelf, so I went and grabbed it for him, and he's picking it up tomorrow at the Lone Peak install day. Good morning, guys. It's like 6:10, 6:15. Just woke up here about 5-10 minutes ago. I don't know if you guys can see or not, but the sunrise is beautiful this morning. Slept pretty well. About midnight, heard some rocks clinging around. It sounded like somebody or something was walking around camp. That was cool. I woke up, had to grab something from my truck at like 10. Came back in to the camper and close everything up. I don't remember if you guys remember my video about the issue I'm having with my back window, like some of the first round of campers had, but it was cracking along the outside. Well, went to go close my rear hatch, and the window cracked.
It had a small crack here for the past couple months, but I went to go close it and whoop, all the way across. So luckily I'm on my way to Lone Peak today, so I'm going to talk to Keisha and Kyle about that. At some point I was going to be scheduling the rear door to be replaced anyways, so probably going to be doing that sooner than later. I'll have to see if they can ship it to me. It's a long drive over here. Or maybe I'll spend another weekend over here and I'll stop by there on a Friday and have them put a new rear door on this thing. It's kind of unfortunate. This morning I'm going to try to push it back into place and at least get some tape across there because it's supposed to rain for the next 2 weeks straight. So I don't think the water would have it come in there, or if it would, it wouldn't be very much, but I don't want to chance it. So yeah, I'm going to get ready, pick up. We're going to leave here in the next probably half hour or so, 45 minutes, get up to Lone Peak when they open up for the day. Everything's first come, first served today, so I was talking to him last night, and he was debating on if he wanted to leave early or not this morning, so I'll see if he's awake, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I'll see you guys here in a little bit. All right, getting camp. Camp's basically finished up. I should have closed the top of the camper, but taking the views one more time here before we head out. It's 7 o'clock right now, so we're probably gonna dip here pretty soon. Sun is just coming over the side of the cliff there. Hear the waterfall all night long. I've only ever camped here in the wintertime, so that's usually a solid brick of ice basically, so you don't ever hear the water. It's pretty loud. And then yeah, you can see the sun kind of slowly creeping down the mountain there. But yeah, we're gonna get finished picked up and hit the road. I decided to put one of my handles right here so I don't have an issue with that anymore, but I'm sure you guys can see, so it's cracked from here all the way across to here. So I'm gonna put some tape on there for now and then figure out when Keisha and Kyle and them can replace that for me. All right, guys, we're headed out. It's 7:15. It's a 48-minute drive to Lone Peak, so we should be there right after 8 o'clock. They're doing first come, first serve, so we'll see if everybody showed up at 8 o'clock. They're doing 8 installs today. But I was talking to Rick. He said that they're only open till noon today, so they plan on doing all of these installs in 4 hours. So half hour a piece. We'll see if they get that dialed in or not. But I'll catch up with everyone probably when we get to Lone Peak. We're just gonna be driving on the highway, so it's nothing super spectacular to look at. So I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys there. We're pulling into Wenatchee. I guess we've kind of technically been in Wenatchee for a little while. Lone Peak is right here at this roundabout. It's over here on the left. It's that warehouse on the far side there. You see they've got a lot of campers out ready to go. So yeah, we're pulling in there. It's 8:04, so we made it here right after 8. We'll see who's here for install already. Looks like Kyle's got all of his stuff set up already. And yeah, we'll pull in here and just hang out for the day. All right, it's 11:45. They actually got all the campers installed. 8 campers they got installed in just over 2 hours. I got here at 8:05 and they already had 3 campers installed. Met up with quite a few of you guys. Appreciate you guys that ordered or picked some stuff up for me. Talked to Keisha and Kyle. I'm gonna come in a couple weeks and have my back window replaced and the back door replaced. Kyle actually gave me a new juice box. This is their V2. So I'm going to be testing that out. I don't know when they're going to release it, but you're able to shut the lights off on the buttons, so that'll be nice. I'm going to be testing that out. I'll probably do a video next week on that. I've got 3.5 hours to home, so not terrible. So I'm just going to head home, and yeah, I didn't do any videos. I didn't want to have to ask everybody if they were cool with being on video, so I just kind of just hung out and talked to everybody and talked to everybody here. So I guess this will be the end of it. I'll catch you guys on the next trip. I don't know when that's going to be. Sorry, it's extremely hot over here. I don't know when the next trip's going to be. Probably in 2 weeks, I think. But I'll see you guys then. Appreciate all you guys. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe,
share it with all your friends. Once we get to 1,000 subs, we'll be doing a giveaway for almost everything that I make for the Lone Peak. The Starlink mount will not be part of that, but yeah, I appreciate all you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.